Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's pick a card reading is on what gifts and blessings are coming your way. There are 3 groups to choose from, group 1, 2 or 3. Once you know your group number, please go down to the timestamp below, click on it and it will take you directly to your reading. Also, just as a reminder that the messages today are within what is in vibrational alignment with you for today. We do have free choice and free will, and we can change the outcome of scenarios as well. Please enjoy, and I shall see you shortly. Welcome back, group number 1. We have the Page of Swords, the Devil, the 3 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the World, King of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles here. I feel that group number 1's gifts and blessings are all about learning lessons in relationships to not giving your power away, to be able to go through, if you're going through any adversity at this point, that you maintain who you are, that you don't feel disempowered. And by saying that, I mean not giving something energy, not running away with it, not letting it consume you, but getting the wisdom of it and coming from a space of love. It feels like you're learning to look at your life maybe through different ways or different perceptions here. It feels the gifts here, a lot of you are learning something to do with about relationships here too. So whether it's a personal or professional one, but there might have been some sort of complication affiliated with it. So whether it was a third party or people interfering, and you're trying to navigate your way through something here where it offers you some sort of clarity, but in the process it's to maintain who you are and being true to yourself and standing strong and standing tall, it says here, and feeling that you're not sort of feeling like you're disempowered in any way here as well. I think that one of the other things is that you're learning to let go of, maybe with the Devil card and the 3 swords here, is anything that's sort of toxic in your life as a gift here, that you're wanting to move forward and come from that space of love. So if there's been toxic friendships, toxic thoughts, toxic relationships, if you've been feeling controlled at all, I feel like you're actually putting a different perception on things and learning to stand in your power here by coming from love and maybe not fear here as well. I feel like for some of you here, once this wisdom on the first line is learnt, there's a really amazing freeing up of opportunities coming to you. It's almost like things are at your fingertips, but because this has taken so much energy, and I think you're starting to become aware of what you're giving in to, that's maybe if it has been toxic on some level, that it's actually making you realize that you don't have a lot of room for anything good to come in, and the blessings and gifts are once this is worked through here. So we're coming up to a full moon. Please surrender and let go. On the full moon, let it write it down and burn it with whatever's frustrating or sort of controlling on some level, whatever's bothering you. Write it out, journal it, and then bless it and release it, because the universe wants to give you amazing opportunities and gifts and wants to give you something that's far greater in vibrational alignment, which is from the heart, and it sets you on a new path with new people and a beautiful soul tribe of people supporting you and helping you create balance and giving you that support so you can navigate, say, through tricky circumstances. If you're learning lessons about having to navigate through challenges here, that it becomes easier because you're not giving it the energy here. So this is a really beautiful thing here, because your gifts are whatever has been stopping you becoming the best version of you. It feels like you're wanting to let it go and free itself up. And some of you, for some, may be walking away, or there may be some sort of separation here, but you'll get the wisdom of it for a little while and allowing new doors to open when you have boundaries, it says here. The opportunities are incredible. The gifts are beautiful. There's people that are like-minded coming in. For some of them, there's a beautiful relationship here. with someone who I feel is quite different for those who are single than what you've experienced before. It feels like there's better communications and more stability, I feel, to come in here. It feels like you're learning to balance your, say, emotional reactions, or you're stabilizing your feelings here when you do sort of go through something like that may be causing you either stress or going through some sort of adversity here, and you're learning to hold the space of who you are and not allow it to kind of consume you on some level here. And as I said, with that comes blessings and gifts, a new way of life for some, a new relationship for some. For some of the others, it may be like meeting your soul tribe. That's a beautiful gift, and getting the support that you deserve that maybe you haven't experienced before. So let me just see if I can get more. There's something to do with, I know it's a generalized reading for the collective, but I'm going to just do a shout out to those who are maybe being challenged by toxic relationships, that I feel like you're actually getting the wisdom of it just to keep persevering. So I'm just going to pull one out here for group number 1. It feels like you're going to learn to be devoted and committed. It feels like to things that are positive in your life, that it enables you to make the commitments that you want to, instead of being caught up in the past with stuff that wasn't serving your growth. It's sort of like you're being able to commit to good things in your life now, once you get the wisdom of that line 1. And it feels like you're daring to dream. So it's almost like I'm going to say what might have thought was impossible is now possible here as well. So let me just see. Okay, it says trust. So for some of you, if there's been sort of trust that's been violated, you're learning to love yourself enough to trust. You're in that healing process of trust. And it says here, everything happens at the right time for the right reasons. So I feel like whatever you've been going through, you're navigating your way through it and learning that trust is something that, if it has been violated, that you're actually learning to make the right connections with people, reconnecting with the right sort of people, and learning to just trust your own instincts and your intuition. And there's a sort of a special shout out again for those who might have been challenged maybe with feeling like they're kind of caught up in a cycle and they're not sure how to get out of it here, that there's going to be that sort of support, but they've just got to open their heart a little bit more and trust that things will come in, that good things can still happen to you, that you deserve the best here in life. Expect the best and deserve the best. That is what I have for you, group number 1. All the best on your journey and many blessings to you. Sending you hugs. Welcome back, group number 2. We have the Knight of Swords, the Moon, the Strength card, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, Queen of Cups, 3 of Wands, 6 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and 3 of Cups. Wow, there's a couple of things going on here, I feel, for group number 2. First of all, it feels like the gifts that want to come through for you, I feel is healing on some level, but it feels like there's, before that can happen, that there's something that needs to be revealed here with the Moon to you. I feel like group number 2 people might be really busy doing things, and then not seeing a situation for an aspect of a situation or something that feels like it's hidden from them, and it feels like it will be revealed to you, and I feel like you'll have the strength and the courage to move forward. There's a lot to do with, I'm going to say, maybe people here on some level where the gifts are concerned, that it feels like if you're giving a lot or being really busy, not to burn the candle at both ends here, because it feels like there's decisions to be made here. It feels like about you balancing the life out a little more here in terms of where you're not sort of bleeding yourself dry by being such the good friend and either a great parent or trying to be the perfect something here, and putting all your energies into something without creating a little bit of balance here. So have some downtime, group number 2. Take some time out for yourself. Take some reflective time for yourself. A little bit of fun never goes astray. A little bit of joy. Finding the appreciation or the gratitude is always very, very helpful as well. I feel like group number 2 feels like their gifts in that are something to do with working out, getting themselves fitter and healthier, and being able to move forward in the right direction by feeling good about themselves. So the gifts are wanting to come through here, but it just feels like they need to slow down a little with that Knight of Swords, and reflect a little before they take further action as well. There's choices and decisions, it feels here, to how they're going to be making or earning a living. It feels like they might want to do something that's creating a little bit more joy in their life, and I feel like the opportunities and the gifts in that are coming through here through either friends or like-minded people, whether it's through social media or through your friends that you see. And it feels like you're navigating your way towards what I feel more joyful times with this Three of Cups, happier times, fun times, times of where it feels like you're feeling fulfilled, that if you know that your cup is filled with love and joy and fun and what's the word, not spontaneous so much, it's more about freer, being freer and happier and honoring what's important to you, instead of sort of being so busy that you forget yourself or you put yourself last, instead of allowing a little bit of downtime and reflective time for you to I feel like there's going to be movement or travel, and I think it will come through after that. It feels like there's been some delays. So if there's been some sort of like, one of the gifts here might be something to do with travel. It does feel like it might have been delayed two or three times, but it feels like it will come into fruition. And it feels like that's where you heal, maybe by being with your friends or connecting with like-minded souls that bring you that beautiful joy here as well. It feels like you're wanting to sort of move forward. There's something about group number 2 wanting to feel freer and happier and healthier. So they're sort of working, I say their gifts will come in opportunities, I feel, to look after themselves more, nurture themselves more, feel good about themselves by, maybe it's sort of like exercising. Because I keep seeing the Strength card here and I keep looking at her hair, I'm going to say I feel like you're finding your courage. You're finding your the courage to make the changes here. That's a really beautiful gift here as well. And by being more carefree and loving. With the hair here, I feel like some of you might even be changing your style, like the way you dress or your hair, changing your hair or wanting to change something there as well. It feels like you're, definitely navigating your way through wanting to have some joy and fun and freedom. And there's something about music here for group number 2 too, that sort of inspires and lifts you up a lot. Let me just see some more for group number 2. Oh, we got 2 already. I don't know, I'll just get back to this moon. It keeps drawing this. Trusting your intuition, group number 2, and honoring your intuition is important here, particularly if you're sort of like, I feel like your spirit guides or your ancestors are trying to give you messages, and it feels like because you're so busy, it's sort of falling on deaf ears here. But it just feels, take that little bit of reflection period, take a little bit of reflection and connect to either some nature or ground yourself maybe somehow. And I feel like you'll start to sort of feel more connected, reconnected, and not disconnected here as well. Okay, so we have the eagle here. So you've got dreams and you're aspiring, and of course the aspiring to wanting to, have this freedom here with the 3 of Cups and the joy. And it says see from a higher perspective. So whatever you've been going through, whatever's been the challenge here, the gift here is see it from a higher perception, put a different spin on it. It feels like it's going to have a shift for you, so that then I feel like you're not sort of feeling trapped or feeling like limited on some level here. I feel like group number 2 love freedom, and I feel like maybe in the past their freedom has been a bit inhabited. Again, we've got the backup card. See whatever situation you're going through beyond the current situation. It's actually asking you to come from a space of love and to take some reflection time out here and to look at it from a different perception, because it feels like it's just a lesson. It's something beautiful here for you to learn from. And it feels like once you learn the wisdom of the lesson, it feels like it frees you up and you become more carefree. It feels like you're not going to be giving the energy to something that no longer serves your growth anymore either. Let's have a look. I'll get one for you. Mindset. So this is all beautiful. So it's all about your perception. It's all about the mindset. You can turn fear into fearless, hopelessness into hopeful. You hold the power of transformation in your hand. How beautiful is that? And how it coincides with everything here. And that, you know, a situation is as big or as little as what we make of it. And it's all in our perception, which is these two backup cards here with the oracle cards here. So it feels like when we start to see things from a different perception and not sort of feel like we're sort of only thinking of it in a harmful way or in a frustrating way, we then start to grow and evolve. And it feels like you're freeing yourself up and not feeling like you're blindfolded, that there's something that you can't see or that you're feeling a little bit like restricted in. It feels like your gifts here and blessings are that once you change the mindset and you come from that beautiful space of trust and unconditional love, it feels like it really does free you up to do some amazing work here. Some of you might also be thinking of starting something to do with healing work, or something that could be creative that is quite healing for you. That's what I have for you, group number 2. I am absolutely sending you lots of gifts and blessings and lots of hugs. Welcome back, group number 3. We have the Temperance card, Queen of Wands, Six of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the King of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and of course the beautiful Hierophant here. I feel like these people might be a little bit metaphysically inclined, or there's a little bit of spiritual ways with them, whether it's indigenous or metaphysical. It could be both, or just spiritual, that they have their own faith here, and that by being patient, their ideas will come into fruition. It's a timing thing for group number 3. So their gift is by being patient. I feel like they'll start to see the flow and the results of what they want to manifest in their life. It feels like recently, because we've been in Mercury retrograde, that they've been thinking about a loved one who's either passed or that may no longer on some way be with them. So whether or not that means they've passed, or it might be a past relationship or someone who passed on. But they're feeling like they're not wanting to let the past dictate to them and control them and overwhelm them maybe, and stop them from living their life to the fullest here. I feel like with group number 3, these people love people. There's something with so many people here, and the blessings would be that they are so loved, incredibly supported. Even at times of when they get overwhelmed, people they feel like they just do something where they connect with people, and there's a lot of love exchanged between their friends. So whatever they're doing, they either contact them or they connect with them, and they lift each other up and inspire each other up to higher ground here, to higher sites, which is beautiful here. It feels like if they've been in conflict with anything, it feels like the right mind frame and the right attitude will actually get them through. It just feels one of their gifts is that learning to raise above conflict, or how to manage conflict. But I feel like because there's so many people in this person's spread, that it feels like they help them through that, or they're supporting them somehow here. And it feels like it's going to help them. The more they help others, others help them, the more inspired they become and the more joyful they become at and more successful that they become at what they want to do in their life as well. There feels to be someone who's doing a lot of reading here. Like, I know it's a general collective reading, but it feels like there might be people who are inspired to understand more about their journey, or something to do with either the metaphysical or spiritual side here, whether it's a course or just simply reading a book that inspires them. But it feels like they kind of know their path. I think sometimes because they know their path, then they might understand some of the, I wouldn't say hardships, but maybe the trials that they're going through. I'm going to feel like they might feel like they're being tested sometimes, and how to manage these tests. And it can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes. But then I see all these beautiful people, you know, and their loved ones, like their ancestors, who I feel are looking down on them and giving them the strength and the courage here to work through any sort of adversity. I feel like they have a lot of faith and they know who they are. And part of this is part of a new journey for them that's very exciting. And there's lots of opportunities, I think, that will come from, I'm going to say the gifts are opportunities that will come from connecting with people who are like-minded, like your soul tribe. They're like spiritual family or family on some level, it feels. And you're all uplifting each other on this beautiful journey of what you want to do with your life. And it feels like there's going to be many different opportunities for growth and development here as well. And I feel like the love that I'm feeling here, I don't necessarily know if it's saying at this point necessarily a loving relationship. I think it's like they're experiencing unconditional love, which transcends everything. And at this point, I'm not saying they won't find love, but it just feels like they're experiencing the self-love and unconditional love, I feel, before they love the way that they want to love, or before they find that love. And it's a beautiful thing to see, because it feels on some level that they've been through a lot. I want to feel like these people are the ones who are going to inspire us and teach us certain ways. It feels really beautiful. Let me just see. Something about getting passionate about what these people do. There's land that connects these people. Like, they feel very at home on the land, or with certain land is important to them as well. So we can hear the peacekeeper let go of the need to be right. So if there's been any like little challenges here with some people, or with a situation, it just feels like there's just sort of like surrendering and understanding that it's not important to them. They don't want anything to stop them on their path or their journey. So they're really evolving and growing at a rapid rate, I'd say, with the Eight of Wands here. That they're getting their lessons kind of like quickly with that. Oh, we have the feather. Definitely something indigenous here. And it just says again, know that whatever you go through, sometimes I feel like these people are the inspiring ones, but sometimes maybe they do get a bit bummed out, and that's okay, because they, they're human. But I think people are uplifting them, and they also are starting to realize that they know that they're not alone. They might feel alone sometimes. I feel that these people love company, but they're never really alone. And they're starting to sort of feel the presence of their faith, or the angels, or their ancestors here. Let's see. These people absolutely shine and thrive on connecting with people. And I don't know if they entertain people, but there's something about shining. They like to shine. We are each born with our own unique gifts and talents, and they are very gifted at what they do, because they really know who they are. Your greatest success is to be more of who you truly are. And I think that's what makes them really inspiring and amazing helpers, or carers, or teachers. There's something about how they help people or teach people here as well. It's a beautiful message. That's what I have for you, group number 3. I am sending you lots of blessings and hugs and gifts. Take care.